Have you ever found yourself reflecting on how a story is told? It's been almost 5 years since The Last Dance hit our screens, captivating millions during the pandemic lockdowns of 2020. Before we dive into today's story, here's a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Keeps us going. And, now, let's talk about Scottie Pippen, the Chicago Bulls legend who had a lot to say about the hit documentary. Um, uh, the Last Dance wasn't just another sports documentary. Researching in 1984 it became a cultural moment celebrating Michael Jordan's career, and the Bulls' incredible run in the 1990s. For most fans, it was a nostalgic, feel-good experience, but for Pippen, it brought mixed feelings. At first, he dismissed rumors of being upset about the portrayal. However, in private conversations with Jordan, whose production company spearheaded the project, he admitted he wasn't entirely happy. Their communication ended there, and by 2021, Pippen outright voiced his frustrations in his memoir, Unguarded. He argued the docuseries glorified Jordan while minimizing the contributions of other uh, pivotal players. He also felt unfairly depicted as self-centered, a characterization he couldn't overlook. Uh, Jake Rogel, one of the producers who brought The Last Dance to life, recently shared his perspective on Pippen's criticism while promoting his latest project, Court of Gold. Rogel expressed sympathy for Pippen's feelings, but stood by the integrity of the documentary. He felt the series portrayed Pippen as a hero, someone who, despite injuries, demonstrated greatness on the court, sometimes even playing as a decoy for the team. Rogel described Pippen as a legend and hoped he would one day come to appreciate how vital he was to the story. Pippen wasn't the only former Bull who took issue with the series. Horace Grant also pushed back, arguing the documentary leaned too heavily on Jordan's perspective. Grant was particularly displeased about allegations that he leaked locker room secrets. On the flip side, Steve Kerr, another key figure from that dynasty, handled the series more favorably, though he did admit some dissatisfaction with how Pippen was depicted. During their conversation, Rogel stood firm in his belief that The Last Dance made no missteps in its production. He highlighted the challenges of crafting a comprehensive documentary with accurate details and perspectives. It's a process that involves countless interviews, research, and just plain storytelling magic. The fact that the series won a Creative Arts Emmy speaks to the success and care involved in its creation. And it's still no piece of work satisfies everyone. And then opinions vary, mitigating. Some fans continued to debate Pippen's heavily scrutinized decision to delay ankle surgery ahead of the 1997-98 season, a choice that sidelined him for part of the season, but reinforcing his legacy once he returned. It's something more than me that it was assistant of all man. Regardless of the controversies, admiration for Pippen's contributions to the Bulls and the sport of basketball remains steadfast, as Rogal hopes for a shift in Pippen's perspective, we're left with a reminder: no one story can capture every angle. Speaking of perspectives, why did the basketball team bring a ladder to practice? Because they wanted to reach new heights. Okay, maybe I'll stick to narrating documentaries. Um, if you haven't already, catch The Last Dance streaming now on Netflix, and check out Rogal's latest docuseries, Court of Gold, for an intense behind-the-scenes look at men's basketball teams competing in the 2024 Summer Olympics, but it's gripping stuff. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.